If I ever in my life seen a young man that needed to get his butt handed to him in the middle of the square while everybody cheered on with freaking them foam number one fingers pointing up to the sky, this dude, this dude, this dude. Me and the Notification Gang would like to invite everybody to come join us Monday through Thursday, 9:20 to 10 o'clock for morning coffee, where we discuss the events of the prior day and also just talk mess about stuff. See you then. BBN, Jack Frost. What's up, party people? Alright, so, yeah. First thing I want to do is I want to give a shout out to Hassan Campbell. I haven't actually covered one of these type stories in a while. Not for nothing, but I haven't actually seen a Hassan Campbell video in a while. Not that I don't think he makes good videos and he has good topics. I just didn't happen to see any, and I happened to see one today. And I tell you what, there's some video that goes with it. And so I'm gonna let you see the clip, and then I'll come back with my commentary. Alright, so first thing I want to say is it's a shame that this happens in our community. It's a shame that it happens in anyone's community. It's a shame. Period. There is absolutely no explanation for this behavior. I want to I just want to say something, and then I'm going to get right into what I believe is going on here and how we could hopefully curb this type of conduct in our youth. And also, in addition to that, how we can hopefully be able to spot signs of before it gets to this point. Okay, but before I get there, I want to say this. In our communities, we have a really, really high mental health issue problem. There are a lot of people with mental health problems, and the issue is much higher than individuals understand or know. If you take into consideration that there's probably more people with mental health issues that are undiagnosed than there are people with mental health issues that are actually diagnosed, and then you look at the large amounts of prescription drugs that are psychotropic drugs that are given out in America, you'll realize that there is an issue. There is a big problem. Many of these issues still stem from chemical imbalances that you can get from birth, or maybe you catch some kind of disease that causes for different organs or different glands in your body to not work properly. Some of these problems are caused basically due to stress. Some of these problems occur because of trauma. Stress and trauma can be two different things, by the way. A traumatic experience can be something that happens once, while stress could be something that is ongoing over a long period of time. Before anybody jump down there in the comment section trying to think that they're a doctor and they know what they're talking about. Okay, so if you take into consideration that there's more undiagnosed, that there are more undiagnosed mental health issues than there are actually diagnosed mental health issues, then you understand how scary it really is out here in this world. All right, so I see this video. The first issue and problem I have is these kids are way too young to be shacking the heck up. Where is the parents? Where's the parents? The fact that that young girl is shacked up in the house with homeboy and his family, whoever the heck his family is, those are failures. I'm going to call it as I see it. His family, straight up failures. And the fact, you can tell they're failures. Look how he's treating her. They're not even arguing in the house. They're arguing right out there in the public, on the street, for everybody to see him disrespect. He urinated on her clothes. What kind of backwoods freaking deliverance is that? So before we get to what her issues might be, who in the hell raised this young animal? Yes, I'm calling him an animal. Why? Because animals urinate on shit. Who raised this animal? Who raised him to think that conducting himself in that manner is appropriate? And not only did he have to humiliate her, but he also had to put it on film for prosperity. What kind of, first of all, these look like let's just go out on a limb, okay, and say that they're not even in high school no more. But both of these look like high school kids to me. Okay? You know what you do when your son comes home, they in high school, and I'm just assuming they're in high school at this point. Let's just get that straight. But you know what you do when your son comes home with his girlfriend, and let's say that she has a problem in her house and she can't live there no more? You take that child to child services. That's what you do. You take that child to the police. You take that child to child services. You get that child help. You don't let that child come shack up with you. Why? Why? Are there instances where this is where people have done such a thing and it has been beneficial? Absolutely. I personally know people who had problems in their home and went and shacked up with someone and it worked out for them and they lived good lives. But the chances that things are going to go wrong, in contrast with the chance that things are going to go right, first of all, those parents need to be held responsible for why ever in the heck their child can't be at home. That's one. Why are we letting these parents off the hook? You take that child to whatever freaking child welfare services that y'all got going on, and then maybe you put in some kind of paperwork saying that you want the young girl come stay with us. You have to go through the proper channels. We're not gonna just try to, I want to try to fix the problem myself because I'm a big bad adult and I know what I'm doing. No, you don't know what trauma this young girl has went through. You don't know what the problem in her household is. She might be the problem in her household. Why would you take somebody else's? Just for a second, why would you possibly take somebody else's problem and put it in your house? Why would you do that? Go to the freaking child welfare services or wherever you need to take this young lady and let them go through the proper channels and the proper steps. Because if she isn't the problem, if the problem is actually in that house that she was living at, those people need to be held responsible. We don't know if she was, if let's just say, all for argument's sake, that the problem is in the house, right? Just for argument's sake. We don't know if she's been physically abused. We don't know if she's been mentally abused. We don't know if she's been sexually abused. We don't know. You go to the proper steps and figure out what you're going to do. That's one. Okay. Now let's talk about the real issue with the actual video. The real issue that I see. Because once again, I'm not putting none of this on that young lady. We don't see her acting out. As far as I could personally tell from this clip, she is the victim. So let's just be clear on that. I'm just saying you don't just move young folk into your house. That's what I'm saying. So once again, that young man's parent or parents or whoever the heck he stay with, because I don't care what nobody say. The way he had his pants sagging down, the way that he decided he was going to urinate on anybody's clothes, and then the way he kicked her bag into the middle of the street, I don't think he can hold down a job. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong. So we have a situation where you have two little young folk who is supposed to be getting some kind of freaking tutelage to become an adult. But they're not, whoever the people are in their life, they're not training them to be adults. You want to know what the most important thing that a parent is supposed to do for their child? Prepare them for adulthood. That's the most important thing a parent is supposed to do for, obviously, not, your child got to survive. But we're going to assume children are going to survive for the most part. Because I absolutely hate that thing when you got parents out here that think because their kid reached 18 years old, they did a good job. No, your kid is 18 years old, don't know how to read, got to live off of other people. No, that's not a good job. Out here abusing women. No, that's not a good job. Out here abusing men. No, that's not a good job. First of all, why isn't the internet need to find this kid, right? This is what the internet need to do. The internet need to find this kid. Then after we find this kid, and I'm not talking about, somebody need to go and just stand up for that young lady. I don't know what she did, but she did not deserve this. We got to start standing up for our women. And I'm not saying stand up for our women when they're wrong. I'm not saying a woman do anything to a man and we're just going to go defend them. I'm not saying that at all. But there's a difference between getting into an argument with somebody, right? And pissing on their clothes. Dumping their stuff out in the snow. Humiliating them physically in public. An argument is one thing, but what he did, his parents need to be held accountable. Why are you putting these kind of demons into the world with other people's children? Why are you creating these type of demons? There's people out here that's trying to have regular, normal kids that gonna grow into regular, normal adults. And y'all out here trying to make the evilest things y'all could think of and then put them out into the freaking ether. Why? Why do the rest of us have to be around this kind of buffoonery? Somebody do need to find this kid, right? And I'm not one for some super violence. I'm not talking about, beat his ass all the way up and down the street like he deserves. But somebody do need to find this kid and first try to talk to him. Right? And find his parents and shame the out of his parents for even creating something like this. Because this is one of those situations where I'm not going to lie. I'm going to tell you something. Okay, hey, so I'm who I am now. Don't get me wrong. But when I was a little bit younger, I used to be, I try to avoid conflict now. I really don't like conflict. I want to avoid it. I understand that conflict. I'm about making money now. I'm about trying to have a good life now. I'm about, maintaining my standard of living, improving my standard of living, if not anything else. That's what I'm about now. I'm not about the stuff that I was about when I was a teenager. When I was a teenager, I was about all of the bullshit, or at least a lot of the bullshit. I'm not about none of that no more. I'm not going to argue with you because you don't like me. Whatever. I'm not going to fight you because you want to fight me. As long as you don't physically put your hands on me, there's a good chance we could both walk away from this. You feel me? But with me saying that, I'm also saying this. somebody need to, because I'm not gonna lie, when I was younger and some little kid disrespect me, I'd be like, all right, not a problem. I can't do nothing to you. You're a little kid, right? Where your parents at? And then I'm dead serious. I'm not joking. I'm dead serious. Where your parents at? And then, I'll go have it out with the pops. I'm out somewhere. I'm just being a regular adult. A female just start being mad disrespectful for no reason. All right, you're a woman. I'm not going to put my hands on you. Not a problem. Who you here with? Somebody need to run up on his parents. Not beat them up, but hold them accountable for his actions. Leave it down in the comment section. I want to know what y'all think should happen to this freaking douchebag. I'm just curious. Like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I got on this one. I'm out. If you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. If you would like to help dictate the direction that this channel takes, please leave a comment. All comments are appreciated, whether positive or negative. Thank you very much and enjoy your day. And remember, positive thoughts cause for positive things to happen. Let's get it.